Assalamualaikum and very good morning. So this is for the class of Sustainable Building and Facilities Management, CSB 20403, just for the introduction for the subject. So which a lot of you doesn't came last week. So this is just to introduce what about our subject. So actually this is subject for BAMs only special for BAMs for you guys. It is actually 3 credit subject. If you can see here, your CSP 20403. So how do we know that this is 3 credit hour? By looking at the number at the end of the course code. This is the course code is 3. This is 3 credit hour. So there will be several subchapter. Just we start with sustainability. What is the area use, and then we go to the type of buildings. And okay, so in this semester we will learn all about content. Okay, but then our assessment, the important thing, we need to know that there are no final exam this subject. Okay, there are no final exam, only coursework. The first one, the assessment will be quiz. So we will have about 4 to 5 quizzes, which is at the end cater for 20%. So usually we will do quiz at the end of each subtopic. In each chapter we will do one quiz, and then we test for 20%. We will have 2 tests, which is one test will cover 10%, and then we have 2 tests total up for 20%. And then we will have audit for 20% and final project 40%. So for quizzes and tests, it's very easy. But then, what the meaning of audit and final project? Okay, for audit, we will do one visit. Allah, we will go for this semester. We will go to visit TRX building, for example. So when we, and then in your class, we will divide it into several teams, which is, so each team will be given a task to audit one part of, for example, GBI. So in GBI, there are several parameters that we need to assess. So you will not assess the entire GBI assessment criteria, but then we will divide it into several teams. So for example, for GBI, we have 6 part that need to be audited. So we will divide our class into 6 team. So each team will do audit on the individual part. For example, one team will do the audit on part 1, energy efficiency of the building. Part 2, indoor environmental quality. Part 3, sustainable site planning and management. Part 4, material resources. Part 5, water efficiency, and Part 6, innovation. Okay, so don't worry if you say how do we do the audit, because in this document it will show you what to do. Okay, for example, so this is how they calculate the total point for GBI, which is, because in the Green Building Index, they will give the certification based on the point. If at the end the building get 50 to 65 point, it will be just certified as certified. And then if it get 66 to 75 point, you will get silver rating, 76 to 85 gold rating, and the best one is platinum, 86 to 100 point. So we will try to do this audit. So as you can see here, for each of the item has its maximum point. So energy efficiency, the maximum is 35. For IEQ, 21, and all lah. As you can see, the point are different. So from this different, we can see that the audit will be not the same. For example, 35 points, so it means that we need to audit a lot more to compare with sustainable side, because sustainable side only 16 will be less parameter that we need to check. So for energy efficiency, there will be a lot more member in the team. And for innovation, for example, because it's only 7 point, will be the less. Maybe for this 35, we have 4 member per team. For the 7 one, the 2 member per team. So we will discuss this later. And then how to do it. So this is uh, the points that the building can get. So energy efficiency. So we have a lot of parameter. So we have 9 parameter that we need to look into. And for example, material resources only 7, innovation only 2. Okay, so if you still worry how to do the audit, for example, how do we make sure the SMA public transportation access, how to do the audit, or SM1 site selection? It is actually being uh, shown in this document also. For example, for EE1, minimum EE performance, so the maximum point is 1. Either the building has established minimum EE performance. So you can read over here. So if the company do has this one, so the company will score 1. If doesn't have this one, it will score 0. So lighting zoning, so we check. So how do we check this one? So during our visit to the building, so we will have a meeting and discussion with the person that in charge on the green building, apa nama tu, green building rating for the building. There will be a specific personnel that will uh, look or provide us all with all this data. Okay. So after that, when you come back, and for the audit, we will do. You need to do report. Okay, so you will do a report just based on your group assessment. For example, if you are EE, energy efficiency, so your group only do the report on apa nama ni, on the uh, green building index only on your report. For example, this one is EE, so you only report on energy efficiency. So in the report, you need to follow this detail rubric. So in the report, you need to have introduction, objective, program detail, project information, background of the company, audit on sustainable building, conclusion and appendix. So just follow this one. And the rubric also has already tell you what you need to do. If, for example, in introduction, you make an introduction clear but lack of some of relevant information, you will get only 5 to 6 points. But then if you make it the introduction clearly and concise, introduce the audit, providing all relevant context information, so we get either 9, 10. So this one you can control yourself. You can do it yourself. If you want uh, more points, do it better. Just follow this one and then submit. So that is our dip for 20%, and the visit itself will be conducted by the student. So after this, we will make a student committee for the technical visit. So you guys we will do the visit from A to Z itself with the help of our environmental club. So we will appoint a team as a chairperson, vice chairperson, secretary, treasurer, and all. Okay, so that is for audit, and then you have final project. Okay, for final project, it will be cover 40%. Okay, okay, for 40%, from the 40%, we will divide it into two. One is on the okay, the final project, what is you need to do is you need to make a diorama or replica of a building. For example, like this one. Like this one. This is a diorama. So you need to make a diorama of a green building. So for example, this for last semester, the building we are choosing is residential. Maybe this year we will change to a commercial building. And then how do you design and construct a diorama with a green and sustainable building features? Okay, from the 40%, there will be two parts. 60% of the 40% will be on the diorama itself, the design. I will give you all this and then we will discuss also later the detail of our diorama, what you need to do. And then the 60% from 40%, which is 24%, 24 overall percent for final project, 60 over 40. And then another 40% is on the technical report for 16 overall percent. So this is a report. So there are two parts. For final project, there are two parts. 60% for the diorama and presentation, and 40% for the report. So this is the rubric for the diorama. So we can see so every part of the diorama and presentation are being given points right here. For example, first the diorama design and construction for 20%. So you can make up your point itself yourself. For example, if you doesn't want high marks, just construct it adequately. Cukup-cukup makan. You will get between 5 to 6 point. But then if you do the diorama in exceptionally well constructed and neat with creative display of green building features, you will get either 9 to 10. Okay, so we have green building features, creativity, innovation, and then we have also the presentation skill for 15%, explanation during the presentation, and then how the uh, all your green features impact to the environment, and then how to respond to question. Okay, for this one, so this is for the final project for diorama, and then this is the final project report. So all you need to do or what you need to write up is already here. So you need to have a title page, introduction, detail, result, discussion, so you can see all over here. So please write up your report just according to what in the rubric. Okay. So for this one, also for our final project, we will not only we will do a special event, which is it doesn't have to just present it to me. We will make event, which is just like last year. So we call it uh, We call it as Green Horizon Sustainable Building Individual Competition. So this is last year, 2024, and I have apa nama tu, so the marks will not be given by me, but then will be given by our alumni or outside expert on green building. So you will get a real life response from the person that we in the green building industry. So make it so in this event, we will do a competition. So if we have competition, so somebody will won gold medal, silver and bronze. So we will have medals and we have a very good one, very good uh, apa nama tu event. Okay, so that's for 40%. So if if you say this is very hard, it's not very hard because it doesn't have any final exam. So you can actually uh, do a very excellent job and then get the maximum point, maximum marks for yourself. So you can do it yourself. And just to also give a head up for the sustainable uh, building student, our class also will be also being joined with student from green building and sustainable energy management. There will be about 3 students also will joining this class. Okay, I think that's all. If you have any if you have any question, please ask in the group. If you have any question about our class, if anything or project or audit or visit, please ask in the group, which is all our friends can also benefit from the answer. Please do not PM or personal message me, because if one person PM and then we have another person PM with the same question, so we have only the same answer. So please ask everything inside our group so that other students also can benefit from the um, answer. Okay, so that's all for today. We will meet again on next Friday for our lecture. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.